Today class phylum Echinodermata, general characters and classification of phylum Echinodermata. First phylum Echinodermata, general characters. These echinoderms are invertebrate. These echinoderms are invertebrates. Deuterostomes. That means during developmental stages, the blastophore is modified as anus. Echinoderms are invertebrate, deuterostomes, and enterocoelomates. Here, true coelom is there. That true coelom is enterocoelom. Next, then they have radial symmetry. In adults, radial symmetry is there. That is a pentamerous radial symmetry is there. In adult, radial symmetry is there. That radial symmetry is a pentamerous radial symmetry. In larval stages, that is a bilateral symmetry is there. Bilateral symmetry. Echinoderms are deuterostomes, enterocoelomate invertebrates. In adults, radial symmetry is there. That radial symmetry is a pentamerous radial symmetry. In larval stages, bilateral symmetry is present. Next, then here thick spiny skin is there. Skin is very thick and spines are there. Thick and spiny skin is present. In these animals, endoskeleton is present. This endoskeleton is made up of with a calcareous ossicles. In these animals, endoskeleton is present. This endoskeleton is made up of with a calcareous ossicles. This endoskeleton origin from mesoderm. Mesoderm. So, in this animal, skin is thick and spiny. Next, endoskeleton is present. This endoskeleton is made up of calcareous ossicles. This endoskeleton origin from mesoderm. These ossicles give support to the spines. Next, then some spines are modified as a pedicellariae. Some spines are modified as a pedicellariae. These pedicellariae are used to capture the food and for defense and also to clean the surface of the body. So, then some spines are modified into pedicellariae. Forceps like structures or scissors like structures are there. These are called as a pedicellariae. These pedicellariae are used to capture the food and then for defense, next then to clean the surface of the body. Next, in these animal, one peculiar character is present here, that is a presence of water vascular system. Water vascular system is present here, or ambulacral system. Ambulacral system is present. Ambulacral system, that is a peculiar character of these animals. So, this is a water vascular system. In these animals, 5 arms are there. On the oral side, in the mid line of this arm, one groove is there. This groove is called as a umbilical groove is present. In this umbilical groove, radial canal is there. Here 5 radial canals are there. This is a circular canal. Next, this is a transfer canal. This is a tube feet. This is a tube feet. This is a sucker. This is a sucker. This is a madreporite. Next, this is a stone canal. Next, this is a water vascular system. In this water vascular system, the surrounding marine water comes into the system through a pore. That pore is called as a madreporite. In this animal, one peculiar character is there, that is a presence of a water vascular system or ambulacral system. This ambulacral system or water vascular system are used in locomotion and capture of the food and transport of the food and also in respiration. Next, the surrounding sea water come into the system through the pore. That pore is called as a madreporite. This is a madreporite. Madreporite is there. Next then, this water vascular system are origin from coelom, derived from coelom. This is about water vascular system. In this animal, one peculiar system is there, that is called as the water vascular system or umbilical system. This water vascular system or umbilical system is used in locomotion and capture the food and transport the food and also in respiration. respiration. Next, the surrounding marine water comes into the system through a pore. That pore is called as a madreporite. This water system derived from coelom. Next then, here in these animals, the respiration is done by papillae or dermal bronchi. Here, open type of circulatory system is there. In this circulatory system, heart is absent, blood vessels are absent here. Heart is absent, blood vessels are absent. There are no specialized excretory organs are there. Here, the excretion is done by simple diffusion. Next then, in these animals, nervous system is poorly developed, brain is absent, sensory organs are poorly developed. Sensory organs are not well developed. Sensory organs are not well developed here. Next, nervous system is very poor. Brain is absent. Brain is absent in these animals. Sensory system is poorly developed here. Is not well developed. Sensory system is present here. Next then, they are unisexual animals. That means sexes are separate, male and females are separated. Then they do not show sexual dimorphism. They do not show sexual dimorphism. That means we can't identify the male and female animal by the axonal character. Next then, external fertilization. External fertilization is occur here during developmental stages. So many larval forms are there. These larval forms have bilateral symmetry. Then they have high regeneration capacity is there. There some shows autotomy. That means when a predator capture the animal cut itself that part and escape from this predator. That is called as a autotomy. The last parts get by regeneration. So they have high regeneration capacity. Some shows autotomy. Autotomy means when a predator capture the animal, this animal escape from the predator to cut the part itself and escape from the predator. That is called as a autotomy. The last parts regain by the regeneration. These are some important characters of phylum Echinodermata. Echinoderms are invertebrates, deuterostomes and enterocoelomates. Adults have radial symmetry, that is a pentamerous radial symmetry is there. Here larval stages have bilateral symmetry. Here skin is very thick and spiny. Next, here endoskeleton is present. This endoskeleton is made up of with a calcareous ossicles. This endoskeleton is origin from the mesoderm. Some spines, these calcareous ossicles give the support to the spines. Next, some spines are modified into pedicellariae, that is forceps-like structures or scissors-like structures. They are used to capture the food and for defense and also to clean the body surface. Next, in these animals, one peculiar character is there, that is a presence of water vascular system or umbilical system. This umbilical system derived from coelom. This umbilical system is used in locomotion. Next, capture the food and transport the food, and also it is used for respiration. Next then the surrounding water comes into this water vascular system through a pore. That pore is called as a madreporite. Madreporite. In these animals, the respiration is done by dermal papillae or dermal bronchi. In this animal, open type of vascular system is there. Next, heart is absent. Blood vessels are absent. There are no specialized excretory organ. Excretion is done by simple diffusion. Next then, in this animal, nervous system is poorly developed. Brain is absent. Sensory organs are not well developed, poorly developed. Next, they are unisexual animals. That is the dioecious. Male and females are separated, but they do not exhibit sexual dimorphism. That means we can't identify the male and female animals by external characters. Next then, the external fertilization is occur, and during developmental stages some larval forms are seen. That means indirect development is occur. All the larvals are bilateral symmetric. They show bilateral symmetry. Next then, they show high regeneration capacity. Some shows autotomy. Autotomy means when a predator catch this animal, this animal escape from the predator by cutting itself the organ and escape from the predator. That phenomena is called as autotomy. The last parts gained by the regeneration. This is about general characters of Echinodermata. Next, classification of Echinodermata. The phylum Echinodermata further classified into two subphyla. One is Phelmatozoa. Second one is Eulithirozoa. Phylum Echinodermata further classified into two subphyla. One is a Phelmatozoa, second one is a Eulithirozoa. First, Phelmatozoa. In this subphylum, some animals are sessile. Some are free living. Some are sessile and some are free living. In these animals, mouth and anus is present one side. That is the oral side. Mouth and anus are present on one side. Next then, here madreporite is absent. Madreporite is absent. Next then, umbilical growths are open. Umbilical growths are open. In subphylum Phelmatozoa, some are sessile animals, some are free living animals. Next then, mouth and anus are present one side. Madreporite is absent. Umbilical growths are open. In this subphylum, only one class is there, only one class. This is a Crinoidea. In this class, primitive echinoderms are there. They are primitive animals. They are primitive animals. Some are free living, some are sessile. Some are free living, some are sessile here. Next then, in these animal, this viscera is surrounded by calcareous test that is called as a theca. The viscera is surrounded by calcareous test that is called as a theca. Next, here arms are bimerous. Arms are there. Arms are divided into two branches. On the arms, some knob-like structures are there. They are called as a pinnules. These pinnules are used to capture the food. In this class Crinoidea, primitive animals are there. Some are free living, some are sessile. Next, sessile are sea lilies. Next, free living are feather stars. Next then, here in this animal, the viscera is surrounded by a calcareous test, a rigid calcareous test that is called as a theca. Here arms are divided into two branches. Bimerous arms are there. On the arms, nodule-like structures are there. This is called as a pinnules. These pinnules are used to capture the food. Here, in these animals, the 2 feet has not sucker. 2 feet has not a sucker. 2 feet has not sucker. 2 feet has not a sucker. Here, umbilical growths are open. Umbilical growths are opened. Umbilical growths are opened. Here, pedicellariae are absent. Spines are absent. Madreporite is absent. Pedicellariae are absent. Spines are absent. During developmental stages, one larva is seen. That larva is called as a Doliolaria larva. Doliolaria larva is there. Doliolaria larva is there. Next, in feather star, this is modified as stalked pentacrinoid larva. Next then, examples. For example, one is a Ptericerinus. Next, Neometra. These are the some characters of subphylum Palmatozoa. So, in Palmatozoa, some are sessile, some are free living animals. Mouth and anus are present one side here. Madreporite is absent. Umbilical growths are open. In this subphylum, one class is included, that is a Crinoidea. In this Crinoidea, primitive animals are there. Some are free living, some are sessile. Free living are feather stars, sessile also sea lilies. Next, in this animal, the viscera is surrounded by a rigid calcareous test that is called as a theca. In this animal, arms are branched. So, biramous arms are there. On the arms, some nodules like structures are there. They are called as a pinnules. These pinnules are used to capture the food. In this animal, 2 feet has not sucker, umbilical growths are opened, mouth and anus are present one side. In this animal, pedicellariae are absent, madreporate is absent, spines are absent here. Next, during developmental stages, one larva is seen. That larva is called a Doliolaria larva. This larva is modified as stalked pentocrinoid larva in feather stars. Example, Pterocerinus. Next, Neometra. This is about Phelmatozoa. Next, Eulithirozoa. In Eulithirozoa, all are free living animals. Here, mouth is present in oral site. Anus and madreporate is present aboral site. Mouth is present in oral side. Anus and madreporate is present aboral side. Next, this subphylum Eulithirozoa further classified into 4 classes. 4 classes. One is Asteroidea. Next, second one is Ophiroidea. Next, Echinoidea. Next, then Halothuroidea. Ophiroid. Next, then first Asteroidea. Asteroidea. The animals which are included Asteroidea generally called as a starfishes. The animals which are included under class Asteroidea, they are generally called as a starfishes. Here, the arms are not demarcated with the central. This is a central disc. These are arms. These arms are not demarked with the central disc. They mixed with the central disc. Here, central disc is not correctly appear. So, here arms are not demarked with the central disc here. Next, here umbilical growths are opened. These are umbilical growths. Umbilical growths are opened here. Next, mouth is present in the oral side. Next, anus and madreporate is present in aboral side. Here, the pedicellariae has 2 jaws. 2-jawed pedicellariae are present. These pedicellariae are used to capture the food for defense and also to clean the surface of the body. Next, here 2-jawed pedicellariae are there. Next, then during developmental stages, one larval forms are there. They are bipinnaria larva and branchiolaria larva. Example, Astropecten, Pentaceras. Next, Asterias, Pentaceras and Pentaceras are example for this asteroids. These animal generally called as a starfishes. Here the central disc is not demarcated, arms are not demarcated with a central disc. Here umbilical growths are opened, Next then here mouth is present on the oral side, anus and medullary is present aboral side. Pedicellaria has two jaws. These pedicellaria are used to capture the food and also for defense and also clean the surface of the body. Next, in this animal, 2 feet has sucker. 2 feet has a sucker. During the developmental stages, larval forms are seen. These larvae are bipinnate larva and branchiolaria larva. Example, Asterias, next Pentaceras. These are the characters of Asteroidea. Ophiuroidea. This Ophiuroidea animals generally called as a brittle stars, serpent stars, basket stars, like that. Basket stars. Here the central disc is demarked with arms. Long serpent-like arms are there here in these animals. The arms are the 5 arms are there. These arms are demarked with the central disc here. These arms are very brittle and flexible and brittle. Flexible and brittle. So these are called as brittle stars. In some, these arms are branched. 2 branches are there. For example, basket. Garganocephalus. Example, Garganocephalus. In Ophiuroidea, the animals which are included Ophiuroidea generally called as brittle stars. In these animals, the central disc is demarked with arms. Next, here in these animals, these arms are in some animals branches arms are branched. Next then in these animals they are very brittle. Arms are very brittle and flexible. Here umbilical growths are closed. Next, pedicellaria are absent. Medullary is present in oral side. Next then, medullary is present in the oral side. Anus is absent. Anus is absent. During developmental stages, one larva is seen. That larva is called as a Ophiofluteus larva. This is about Ophiuroidea. The animals which are included under class Ophiuroidea generally called as brittle stars, serpent stars, like that. Next then, basket stars. In these animals, the central disc is demarked with arms. Next, here arms are flexible and brittle. In some arms are branched. For example, Garganocephalus. Next, here umbilical growths are closed. Next, spines are absent. Pedicellaria are absent here. Next, in this animal, medullary is present on the oral side. Next, anus is absent. During developmental stages, one larva is seen. That larva is called as a Ophiofluteus larva. Ophiothrix, Ophiocoma, these are examples. Next then, Echinoidea. The animals which are included under class Echinoidea, they are generally called as sea urchins. Here, body is ovoid or discoid shape, and then on the body movable spines are there. Next, here umbilical growths are closed. Next, 2 feet has a sucker. 3 jawed pedicellaria are there. Pedicellariae has a three-jawed pedicellariae are there. In this animal, one peculiar character is there. In the buccal cavity, the mouth, one movable 5-jaw apparatus is there. That is called as a Aristotle lanther. That is called as a Aristotle lanther. This is used for mastication. During developmental stages, one larva is seen. That larva is called as a echinofluteus larva. The animals which are included under class Echinoidea, they generally called as a sea urchins. Here body is ovoid or discoid. On the surface of the body movable. Spines are there. Umbilical growths are closed. Next, then here 2 feet has a suckers. Next, Pedicellariae has a three jaws. In the mouth, movable 5-jaw apparatus is there. That is called as a Aristotle lanther. It is used for mastication. During developmental stages, one larva is seen. That larva is called as a echinofluteus larva. Next, then Halothuridia. Last class is fourth class is Halothuridia. The animals which are included under class Halothuridia, they are generally called as a sea cucumbers. Here the body is elongated. They have oral and aboral axis is there. Here arms are absent. Pedicellariae are absent. Spines are absent here. The mouth is surrounded by retractable tentacles. These tentacles are the modification of the 2 feet. 2 feet has a sucker. 2 feet has a sucker. Umbilical growths are closed. Next, in this animal, in clavicle region, respiratory tree is there. This respiratory tree is used for respiration. During developmental stages, one larva is seen. That larva is called as Auricularia larva. Example, Halothuria. This is about Halothuridia. The animals which are included under class Halothuridia generally called as a sea cucumbers. The body is elongated. They have oral and aboral axis. Here arms are absent. Pedicellariae are absent. Next, then the mouth is surrounded by retractable tentacles. 2 feet has a suckers. Next, then here umbilical growths are closed. Next, in the clavicle region, respiratory trees are there. These respiratory trees are used in respiration. Next, then during developmental stages, one larva is seen. That larva is called as Auricularia larva. Example, Halothuria. Phylum Hemichordata. Previously, this Hemichordata is included under as a subphylum in phylum Chordata. Previously, this Hemichordata included as subphylum in phylum Chordata. After that, it is separated from Chordata and put it as a phylum Hemichordata. Hemi means half. In this animal, half chordate characters, half invertebrate characters are seen here. Next, then these animals have bilateral symmetry. Bilateral symmetry is there. They are triploblastic animals. Next, they are coelomates. That is a enterocoelom is present here. Next, they are worm-like marine animals. They are worm like marine animals. The body is divided into three parts. Body is divided into three parts. One is a proboscis. Proboscis. Next, collar and trunk. Here, body is cylindrical. Body is cylindrical. Body is divided into three parts. One is a proboscis, collar and trunk. In this animal, one median buccal diverticulum is there. That is a stomachord. Previously believed that this stomachord is as a notochord. That's why they kept these hemichordata in the phylum Chordata. But there is a difference in between stomachord and notochord. So here in the median, on buccal diverticulum is seen. That is a stomachord is there. This stomachord protrude, extend up to the proboscis, extend to the proboscis. Next, here in these animals, the gill slits are present. Respiration is done by gill slits. These gill slits are open into the pharynx. Next, here open type circulatory system is there. Heart is a dorsal side present. Next, then here in proboscis gland is there. This proboscis gland is used for excretion. During developmental stages, one larva is seen. That larva is called as a Tornaria larva. Here the body is a cylindrical body. The body is divided into three parts: proboscis, collar and trunk here. Next, in this animal, a median buccal diverticulum is there. A stomachord is present. This stomachord extend into the proboscis. Next, here respiration is done by gill slits. These gill slits are open into the pharynx. Next, then open type of circulatory system is there. Next, dorsal heart is present. Next, in the proboscis region, proboscis gland is there. This proboscis gland perform excretion. Next, here sexual reproduction is occur. During developmental stages, one larva is seen. That larva is called as a Tornaria larva. Further, this hemichordata classified into two classes. One is Enteronusta. Class 1 Enteronusta. Second class is Pterobranchia. Next, in Enteronusta, they are solitary and burrowing animals. They are generally called as acorn worm. During developmental stages, one larva is seen. That larva is called as a Tornaria larva. Example, Belanoglassus. Class 2, Pterobranchia. They are colonial animals. Next, then they are colonial animals. Here, in this animal, the body is divided into three parts: proboscis, collar and trunk. Example, Sacoglassus. So, the phylum Hemichordata further classified into two classes. One is Enteronusta, second one is Pterobranchia. Example for Enteronusta, Belanoglassus. In this animal, Tornaria larva is seen. Next, Pterobranchia. Example, Sacoglassus. They are a colonial form. These are solitary animals. This is the classification of hemichordates. Phylum Hemichordata This phylum Hemichordata previously kept as a subphylum in a phylum Chordata. After that, it is removed from phylum Chordata and keep this as a one phylum. That phylum is called as a Hemichordata. Hemichordata means they have half chordate characters, half invertebrate characters. Next, they are bilateral symmetrical animals, they are triploblastic animals, they are coelomates, they are worm-like marine animals. The body is cylindrical, the body is divided into three parts: proboscis, collar and trunk. Next, then, in this animal, one median buccal diverticulum is there, or stomochord is present. This stomochord is extended into the proboscis. Next, in this animal, the respiration is done by gill slits. These gill slits are open into the pharynx. Next, then, in this animal, the circulatory system is open type circulatory system. Heart is the dorsal side. Next, in the proboscis gland is there. This proboscis gland act as a excretory organ. Next, then, during developmental stages, one larva is seen. That larva is called as a Tornaria larva. The phylum Hemichordata further classified into two classes. One is Enteronusta, second is Pterobrancha. Example for Enteronusta is Belanoglassus. Next, in the life cycle of the Belanoglassus, one larva is seen. That larva is called as a Tornaria larva. Class 2, Pterobranchia. The animals which are included under class Pterobranchia are colonial animals. Next, the body is divided into proboscis, collar and trunk. Next, example Cephalodiscus. Cephalodiscus is an example for Pterobranchia. For Enteronusta example, Belanoglassus. Pterobranchia example, Cephalodiscus.